This is a personal grooming assistant. It's the damping field actuator. Boy, wouldn't it be cool if that really worked? It probably seemed like a good idea to you. It's the belt that big guy was wearing. No, that's just not a good idea now. Thank goodness, now that you've got that damping field shut off, you can check out that damping field controller unit so that maybe you can shut off that... Oh yeah, that's a real sound idea. You have no reason to check out the damping field controller unit now. Your utterances fall on... Unfortunately, your brainwave patterns are far too puny to benefit from even this unit's powerful positronic amplifiers. There is nothing wrong with a subspace neurotransmitter controller. Do not attempt to adjust the controller. We are controlling transmission. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can change your mind to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity.
Boy, this terrace is a nice change from the stink-laden confines of that apartment. Boy, this
box is full of daddies. Daddies are modules which, when inserted into intercranial slots, give the user complete knowledge of whatever topic is programmed into that particular daddy. A massive subspace neuro... But you... This optical disc-based multimedia, it's called a 3DOA. The computer isn't very sophisticated. Excellent guess, Kreskin. This optical disc, it's called a 3... This optical disc, it's called... Either that or the batteries in someone's Pro Shiatsu have worn out. No, that's... No, that... That's an in... This button is... It's apparently You're reasonably certain that this door... Nothing happened. This button opens. This circuit board...
Here's your fish!
Stellar, you picked up my homing signal. I can't believe I actually made it work. Now no one can say I spent a little bit too much free time in the bathroom with Popular Tektronix.
Popular Tektronix? Who are you trying to kid? I know what you were reading in there.
What was that voice, Roger? I thought I heard something.
Pay no attention, Stellar. It was probably just a mechanical flatulence from the ship.
Anyway, we received a transmission from a nearby StarCon communications monitoring platform. They told us of some unusual signal originating from the area of polysorbate 60. We dialed it in, scanned the coordinates, and found you.
So what are you doing in this sector, Stellar? I thought you were stationed on the SCS Heinz 57.
I am. I had some leave accumulated and decided to take it. This is kind of embarrassing for me. I actually came to see you. I've been thinking about you a lot lately, and I was curious about what you'd been up to, so I decided to visit. And when I arrived here, I found you had just left for shore leave on polysorbate. I decided to follow you down and try and catch up with you. When I got to that dump of an inn and found you'd been kidnapped by those thugs, I searched around but could find no trace of where they'd taken you. That certainly is a strange place. I decided to beam back up to the deep ship and try to locate you through your transport communicator signal. When I'd returned, I found you'd left it up here on the ship. I didn't know what to do then until that call came through from the StarCon installation. You're a lucky man, Wilco.
Yeah. I guess I am. If you hadn't gotten there when you did, I'd probably be a victim of some serious cement poisoning after those geeks chucked me off that balcony.
Terrace.
What?
Well, actually, it was a terrace.
Whatever. Thanks, Stellar. I sure owe you a big one.
I'd sure like to collect that sometime. But let's talk about you and me. Perhaps I could take you to dinner sometime soon.
I'd like that, Stellar. I'd like that a lot. The thing is that I kind of have a relationship with another, and I wouldn't feel very comfortable about that. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to her. You understand? Not to mention the fact I'd be wearing my sphincter for a necklace if Beatrice ever found out. I hope you do understand, Stellar. I like you. I think I even more than like you. I don't know where I got this inordinate sense of loyalty toward Beatrice.
I believe the word that explains that is fear.
Pound sand, pal. Please know that were the situation any different, I'd be making that date with you right now.
Oh, I see. Friends, co-workers, buddies. That's all this is gonna be. I guess I knew it somewhere inside. I just didn't want to believe it. I guess I admire your trueness of heart, however misplaced. But I feel much more inclined to damn you for it. I know that's selfish, but it's how I feel. I must admit it shows something more about you, more depth of character than I gave you credit for, Wilco. Well, I'm patient if you ever have a change of heart. Well, Roger, we should see what we can find out about those subhuman walking dumpsters that had such a keen interest in you. I don't suppose you heard their names.
No, but I did get this neat personal grooming assistant. It needs a little cleaning, but...
That's great, Roger. Don't clean it, though. Take it to the sick bay. There's a DNA analyzer there. We can scan the contents and perhaps use the results to get some names and information about these guys.
Good thinking, Stellar. I probably would have thought of it, eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have, Roger. Look, I've got to go to sick bay and get some treatment for my back after that not-so-graceful rescue.
Oh, yeah, that. Sorry. Well, I'll see you there.
Commander, I am receiving a message from StarCon.
Computer on screen.
Hello, Commander Kilbasa. I have a new directive for Deep Ship 86. This is actually a special request from me, Commander. As you may know, I served with Admiral Bluntfang during the Fallopian Campaign. Admiral Bluntfang's widow is involved in building an off-world retirement community. They are almost finished, but have requested assistance from Deep Ship 86. Commander, please extend her every courtesy. You know, if things go well, this would not look too bad in your personnel file. I will let Sharpay, the Admiral's widow, explain further.
Hello, Commander Kilbasa. As Admiral Toolman mentioned, we have almost completed our project here, but could use Starcon assistance. To be honest, Commander, I pulled a few strings, but this is an important mission, I assure you. Since you are scheduled to be present for the dedication of the Golden Light Year's Retirement Center anyway, I hoped you might alter your travel plans to accommodate an earlier arrival. From the information provided me by my old friend, the Admiral, you would be able to warp here within a few hours. I require some assistance from your ship, as well as one of your crew members. Allow me to explain.
Meanwhile, back in sickbay. This is a DNA sequencer. During a starship's travels, many different organisms and artifacts are discovered, and a DNA sequencer can come in quite handy in analyzing them. But mostly it just gets used to make sure the food replicators are working properly and not brewing up anything that might hatch and grow inside you, for instance. Jabba is an interesting-looking fellow. That is, if you think a melted purple marshmallow with an internal skeleton is interesting. He's the main research attendant here in the sickbay. Apparently, the doctor is way busy as he completely ignores you. Stellar is getting treatment for her back injury. You should be ashamed of yourself for jumping on her like that, you baby. It's just a crate. It feels slightly gritty. You summon the ability to leave it alone. Don't pick at... That wouldn't prove... Your words cause everything to be... Your words are so You poke it and prod it and generally make it feel like a piece of meat.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. The sequencer is for use by trained personnel only. Obviously, you don't fit that description. I'm afraid I can't allow you to use it.
Ah, come on, Jabba, be a pal. Who'll know?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. It's a Starcon regulation. I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco.
Ah, come on, Jabba.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco.
Ah, come on.
I'm sorry.
You get a jump on senility.
Jeez, Jebba. Who's gonna know? Let me try this one thing. I'll be out of your way. No one will find out.
I don't know, Mr. Wilco. I'm not one to break regulations. I really don't think it's a good idea.
I swear, it'll only take a minute. We're out in the middle of nowhere. No one will find out. And I'll tell you what, anytime you want it, one free plunge job, day or night. What do you say?
Well, I don't know.
It'll only take a minute or two, really. Come on, Jebba, be a pal.
Well, okay, but just this once. If anyone finds out I'm sunk, then I'll come looking for you to take it out on. Keep that in mind.
No problem. I'll be done in a flash.
I really don't know why I'm doing this.
It looks a lot more detailed than it did in Space Quest 4, that's for sure. Don't touch that. You summon the ability. This is the program card you got from sickbay. As cool as it would be, it would appear that merge. Excellent guess, Excellent guess, It probably seemed like. That's an interesting idea.
Neat. I've always wanted to try one of these on the compost. Oh, hi, Stellar. I hope your back's feeling better.
They just finished treating me, and it is starting to feel better. However, I was told to lay off rescuing people for a while, especially you. So, did you have any luck?
I got some information from the sample I ran through the DNA sequencer. When I tried it, all I got was a name. All it said after that was that the file is closed. I wonder why that is.
I don't know for sure, Roger, but it seems a bit suspicious. When a file is marked like that, there's usually a very good reason. Most frequently, it indicates the file is closed for intelligence purposes, or it's legally sealed by some judicial body. In the case of those tubs of guts that grabbed you, I'd have to say it's not a government agency directly behind it. Sounds more like someone with access from the outside to a friend or two inside. A more paranoid person might say this smells way wrong.
Then again, when did you last change your socks?
If the files are sealed, then we have nothing to go on.
True. The only thing I can think of is that they may be accessible by jacking into cyberspace. I've never done it, but I know it can be done.
So I guess this means you won't be trying it first. I'd love to try it, but I can't since we don't know how.
Well, actually, I read it can be done with the help of a cyber jack and headset and a cyberspace jack interface module. The article said there are several things to access out there and that there's a vast library of files to browse. It said that the Information Superhighway project is a little behind schedule, but that there are some operative areas. Other than that, I don't have a clue as to how we can gain any information about them.
So you think this cyberspace thing could work?
Well, I can only tell you what I've read. Navigating it takes a little patience, but I think it's the only option you have. I don't know if you'll locate a cyberjacking headset. Because of the delays in the project, they've become more like collector's items than marketable, functionable products.
We do have cyberjack modules built into the compost.
That's true. Of course, we won't know anyway without the jack.
That bites. I wonder where we could find one of those.
I wish I knew, Roger. There must be some place.
Attention! We are now orbiting the Delta Berxalon 5 colony as requested by StarCon. Most of you know your assignments as they have been broadcast to your composts. Please represent StarCon properly. Kilbasa, out.
You better get moving since you don't know yet what your assignment is. I have some checking around to do. We'll talk later.
Thanks, Stellar. I'll see you soon. Maybe we can work in that dinner.
It hurts your eyes to look at that. In fact, you've got a Quattrozevi portable quartz heater set up in here. You had tickets to see Quasar live in concrete with Beatrice. That was before you got busted back down to janitor and assigned to this dad-blasted floating heck hole of a mother-talking spaceship. A note, this game has scrupulously avoided any rough language that would result in having to be rated as an adults-only computer or video game by the Game Censorship Board of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee. This is a Beetlejuice clamoring hagfish fern. You've tried everything you could think of to get it back to health. Unfortunately, all you could think of to do was to stand over it and say, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Your quarters are cozy and intimate, yet spacious. That's one of the advantages of living in a converted cargo hold. You think about plucking one of the dead brown leaves from the dead brown plant, but that would just be adding insult to injury. Feels clean for... You summon the ability. That mop is a piece of your history. You would no sooner carry it around than you would your cigar butt. Don't pick it up. You've already broken it several times. Now the port stabilizer flange is out of configuration by 5.2%, which could result in a warp core breach. Now you've done it. You've really done it. Now's no time to catch up on your reading. We didn't make this game just so you could crawl into bed and go back to sleep. Be productive. Since the lamp is the main source of illumination in your room, you decide to leave it on. These are your boots. Wait a second, you're already wearing your boots. This lovely kryptonite mood lamp casts a cool glow over the room. It's a medical reference of janitor-specific ailments, diseases of the genitalia. Your quarters are cozy. That's one of the... Hey, it's the Pocket Pal terminal you filched from an abandoned land speeder on Xenon during Space Quest 4. Wow, it's the old translating gadget you used to communicate with the subterranean alien back on the planet Corona in Space Quest 1. Too bad they don't make those little dilithium watch batteries anymore. This table is supposed to be used. Since you do neither, you... Say it's the old... Say it's the old hint book you found in the bargain bin at the software store in Space Quest 4. This table is supposed... Since you do need... Wow, it's your official employment rejection letter from Sierra Online at the end of Space Quest 3. It just says, not a chance, and it's signed by Ken Williams. Whoa, it's the star generator remote control you found aboard the Sarian ship during Space Quest 1. Don't bother with it. The batteries are dead, and there's no alien language here to translate. You won't need that hint book. You've already won Space Quest 4, haven't you? The table appears to be composed in... Unless there happens to be a star generator in the immediate vicinity, this remote won't be of any use to you whatsoever. And there isn't, so there won't. You won't need it. It's reminding you of your inadequacy just fine where it is. You've been meaning to do this laundry for several months. Now it's permanently stuck to the floor. You glance in the mirror. For a moment, you can almost see a silk-clad brunette overacting in a stone tower. Looks like you have a message waiting for you.
Wow, a message for me. I must be getting popular. I wonder what it is.
Wilco, Commander Kilbasa here. I have a special assignment for you. A crew person of special skills is required on Delta Berxalon 5. In the spirit of StarCon cooperation, we have decided to offer them your assistance. Transport there immediately. Kilbasa out.
You get fingerprints all... You get
Janitor Wilco, why are you here? You're supposed to have gotten your orders from your compost as instructed and reported to transport for beaming to Delta Berxalon 5. Do it now, or I'll be forced to make you the subject and recipient of a captain's log entry. Now move it.
It's Commander Kilbasa's kitty litter box. This is where he makes most of his best command decisions. Not to mention all of his log entries. You can't
This world's a great big ball of dirt with 50 billion souls who like to sit around.
Yeah, just walk. It wouldn't be prudent to do that. An unusual plant specimen that someone left behind. It appears to be thriving here. Perhaps it prefers beer and popcorn to fertilizer and you grow it lamps. The anti-grav tables are specially designed to compensate for the ship's motions, minimizing drink spills while under enemy attack. Now you can drink an alien secretion during a hull breach and still not spill a drop. Yes, your eyeballs will implode within 2.3 seconds, but if and when you make it back from sickbay, your drink will still be there waiting for you. You get fingerprint. That's This is magnum opus. You owe him 200 buckazoids from a lost bet. In other words, scram. You pinch yourself to...
Okay, I'm ready. Energize!
Commander Kielbasa and that other guy look like they're just finishing up a conversation.
Janitor Wilco, Dr. Bellows and I were just talking about you. Please report to Sharpay's quarters, Janitor Wilco. She is in need of someone with your special skill set. Be quick about it.
Yes, sir.
Janitor second class, Roger Wilco, reporting as ordered, ma'am.
Wilco, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Mr. Wilco, I expected you here some time ago. I've been kept waiting for minutes now.
I'm very sorry, Matt.
Save the pathetic whimperings for your StarCon superiors, which I would expect includes everyone and everything on the food chain over there.
Ma'am, I came as...
Young man, I lack the time, and most importantly, the patience to indulge you as you whine your way from one excuse to the next. May we please just begin?
Sorry, but I wasn't briefed on what tasks would be required of me.
You are a janitor, Mr. Wilco. What do you think I want from you, a heart transplant? What has become of StarCon? When my fifth husband, Admiral Bluntfang, served, the crop of up-and-coming cadets seemed to have such promise. I recall this one rather striking cadet who... Oh, well, never mind that. But you, I pray you do not typify what might be slithering down the halls of our formerly prestigious academy. That is one thing I do not look forward to witnessing. Get to work, Mr. Wilco. You'll find a mop and a bucket right over there. I have no time to devote to your education. That would take a lifetime, and the most copious amount of patience a universe could muster. My life is soon to expire. Please, just clean. I must rest now.
Like you need another. It feels slightly gritty. Like you need another.
Mr. Wilco, please rattle the handle on that commode. It is positively maddening.
You got it, right away, ma'am. Whatever I can do.
Please do it, and quietly. I must have my rest.
Like you... Yeah, you just... It feels slightly... Don't touch that. It feels slightly grit. That wouldn't... It wouldn't be prudent.
Mr. Wilco, it is time for me to take my meds. Please fetch my trisonic sortium from the medicine cabinet.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe I can get this old hag to overdose.
What was that, janitor?
Nothing, ma'am. I'll get those for you right away.
It wouldn't be prudent. It feels slightly... You summon the ability. You don't need it. The wrinkled one rests quietly in her crapomatic adjustable bed. Don't pick at it. That wouldn't prove fulfilling. That wouldn't.
I can't find her medicine. I don't think she knows what she's talking about.
Hey, what the...
While we await a fully formed thought from Roger, it should be mentioned that there seems to be some sort of gas entering the room through the left vent.
Hey, there seems to be some sort of gas entering the room through the left vent. I seem to be in a world of deep... Ah, jeez, the door! Rats, it won't budge. I've got to get out of here somehow. No windows, and the walls are solid bulkhead, and I'm too big to flush myself out of here. This is the only way. What would MacGyver do now?
It wouldn't be prudent. Don't pick. It wouldn't be prudent. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. That's not going to. That's not going to. That's not going to. You give the piston a yank, and sure enough, it comes loose in your hands. Perhaps it was your raw strength. More than likely, it was defective. Good thinking! Wedged in the door, the manual override control causes the piston to strain against the door. It pushes a few inches and seems to strain at that point.
Wilco!
Oh, hi, Stellar. What are you doing here?
There's no time to talk, Roger. We've got to get out of here now. 1, 2, 3.
Just as you crash to the floor of the turbo shaft, the hydro riser piston gives way, and the door slams shut, with Stellar still trapped inside. You claw and pull at the seams of the bulkhead door, but to no avail. Just then, you hear and feel an explosion, which seems to have come from behind the door. The door is sealed tight. You can hear no other noise after the ear ringing from the blast subsides.
My God! I can't believe this! It can't be happening! She was... I was... Stellar!
It's hard to believe that this is the Hollow Suite. The setting is much like the graphics you have scanned in the library from those planets more interesting in their climatic diversity. From the scenic jutting peaks, soft hills, and lake in the conjured distance to the lush pixelized growth of trees, flowers, and grass in the foreground, the holodeck has that sublime park-like perfection. Unfortunately, its serene beauty is sadly negated by the headstones and the solemn event about to occur, the laying to rest of your rescuer and true friend, Stellar Santiago. You are feeling as you have never felt before, perhaps helped along by the relatively short stints aboard the various ships, as well as all too brief friendships. You've been spared the emotional devastation of true loss by lack of attachment. This, however, is a different feeling, far different from anything you've ever experienced. You can't help but wonder how you'd act towards Stellar given a second chance, but you know that can never happen. She gave her life for you, and you will never be able to thank her. Enough smarm already. Let's funeral!
Ladies and/or gentlemen, we assemble here today to honor the memory of a former crewmate, Lieutenant First Class Stellar Santiago. Her unfortunate death takes place in the shadow of a new community, the dawning of a new life for the aged of our galaxy. Although death is never easy to accept, we must remember that the tragic accident which took her from our midst occurred while she was on duty. If a member of StarCon must perish for some reason, there is no more honorable way. It is part of the oath we recite and take to heart when we pledge our allegiance. I believe her friend, Janitor Second Class Roger Wilco, has a few words he'd like to say. Mr. Wilco?
I only knew Stellar for a short time. I wish I, could have gotten to know her much better. To have had a deeper understanding of this, person. I was proud to have called friend. Of my friend, I can only say this. Of all the souls I have encountered in my cleaning, hers were the most scuff-resistant.
That's Commander Kielboss's command center. No, wait. It's his scratching post. No, it's his command center. Scratching post. Wait, kids, don't fight. It's both.
Janitor Wilco, you must have something to clean up somewhere. Make yourself scarce. We're
The closet isn't worth opening. Everything that used to be inside is scattered around the room.
Wow, a message for me. I must be getting popular. I wonder what it is.
Roger, help me. I only have a moment. They faked.
Stellar, what happened? The picture's gone. You're alive?
You summon the ability.
Commander Kielbassa, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I've just received a distress message on my compost. And it was from Stellar.
Wilco, have you been whiffing cleaning fluid again?
I'm absolutely as sane as I've ever been. She's being held on Delta Berxilon by Sharpay.
Wilco, Do you realize how irrational that sounds? We buried Stella. You were there. Maybe you need a rest. Take a couple of hours off.
Sir!
Wilco, we have our orders from StarCon and we'll be carrying them out. Drop it, janitor. Leave the bridge now, Wilco. I've made my decision. Janitor Wilco.
Inside this cell is the creature from the Ego, a bizarre invisible monster caught on Rialto 4. It's violent, brutal, bloodthirsty, and is a sucker for insincere flattery. Cell 106 is infamous for the permanent blood stain on the floor. That stain came into being when Red Bovine, a Ferbangi slave trader, tried to escape by crawling out the porthole and immediately imploded. That's why they refer to it as the Red Blood Cell. It's a hovercraft for transporting replicated food. That's delightful. Sure, it's hard not to want to stroke Sydney's buffed exterior, but that would be impolite. Yeah, just walk over and feel them up. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And we're sure you'll enjoy it when you're the recipient of some nice phaser Yeah, just walk over and... Yeah, just walk over...
Nah, I get tired of talking to the same old group of losers.
Don't interrupt them. They're on break. Besides, you stand less of a chance of being insulted or shot down. A guy can only take so much of that. You get a jump on senility.
Hello, Roger. Please join me in consuming something.
Thanks, Sydney.
You seem uptight.
Say what? Upright? What are you talking about, Sydney?
Uptight was the word. Perhaps that is too archaic a reference for you. It would have been more effective to say that you seem concerned.
Oh, yeah. I do have a thing or two, well, at least something on my mind.
I am sorry to hear this. I hope your concerns are soon alleviated.
Thanks, Sid. I do have to come up with some solutions. Sydney, I have a favor I'd like to ask of you.
Flame away, Roger. You know I'd give you my right appendage if you needed it.
Funny you should say that, Sydney. I kind of have this situation where that very item could come in handy.
Really? Well, I was merely saying that metaphorically.
You really are a great friend, Sydney. That'll come in real handy. I can't thank you enough, Sydney.
Well, if you really are seriously in need of it, I suppose I could lend it to you. You will get it right back to me, won't you, Roger?
Oh, yeah. You bet your nut flanges, Sydney.
за руку тащил.
Sydney, I kind of need another favor. I need one of your eyes.
Pardon me, Roger. For a second, I thought you said you also wanted one of my eyes. I must have my auditory circuits diagnosed.
Well, actually, Sydney, I could use one of your eyes.
Are you certain, Roger? Well, I guess if you really need it.
Oh, I do. I really do, Sydney. You're a mechanized lifesaver.
You will return them soon, right, Roger?
Oh, of course, Sydney. Real soon. Listen, I've got a couple of things I've got to attend to. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Sydney.
As long as you say it will be soon, Roger.
Oh, yeah. See you soon, Sydney.
Вот опять в игре, как обычно, начинаешь только вот если методом тыка все тыкать. Вот зачем я сейчас с ним поговорил? Забрал у него, это непонятно. В другое место придешь, тоже что-то возьмешь. Потратив кучу времени, только потом, если в итоге найдешь что-то, где начинает логическая цепочка действий. До этого никак к этому не подводится. Там я проходил момент, который вот тогда закончил. Что нужно на этой, не знаю, как эта фигня называлась, там с помощью нее корабль он вызвал. Нужно разбирать там эти схемы, вытаскивать там, кнопочки тыкать. И я не нашел этому объяснения, я просто из прохождения посмотрел это. Да. К слову, открыто я не хочу время тратить на всякий вот этот бред. Найди то, не знаешь что. Суть. Там вот комбинация вот этих вот микросхем с кнопочками и вставлением в эти микросхемы еще каких-то мелких штучек. Где это было? Это я не видел. Ни в одной из комнат этого не было. Это не объяснялось, как это сделать. Мне что, все комбинации было, не знаю, там сидеть. Что за бред? Это нафиг надо для этого еще время туда. Натыкай. Ну, к тому же говорили на прошлом стриме, что крайне нелогично. Вот именно 6-я часть. Просто переполнена бредом. И неочевидными решениями, мягко говоря. Че там? Вот тут, например, сейчас просто смотрю, нужно вот это найти. Какие вульгары? О чем это? Кто это? Зачем это? Я не понимаю. С чего вдруг я должен был догадаться, чтобы через 50 меню мне нужно вот сюда залезть и нажать?
It feels slightly...
Пятерки, 12. Что-то я не знаю, к чему, как я должен был об этом догадаться. Что это за хрень?
You pinch yourself to...
Я просто к тому, что я бы так и застрял бы, я там не сделал бы ничего с этой фигней. Ну и смысл какой. До этого хоть там и было тоже опять не пойми, что нелогично, просто кучу времени тратишь и понатыкал, потом цепочка логическая появилась. Потом вот опять вот это вот момент с этими микросхемами в этой фиговинке, где, не знаю, нигде подсказок не было, как ее решать. Что это за... Что такое?
Welcome to Hollow Suite Program 5551212, the Vulgar Nerve Pinch. Despite our reputation for being pacifist, we Vulgars have developed an extremely practical martial arts technique used mainly for defensive purposes. It is called the Vulgar Nerve Pinch. This is a tactile oral maneuver in which the applier pinches the bundle of nerve fibers at the base of the neck while whispering into the victim's ear dialogue from either Tango
При этом,
and
если так
Cash
посмотреть, игра
or
прикольная,
Hudson
так-то
Hawk.
интересно.
This particular
Но
combination of nerve stimuli and
сам
loss
по
of
себе
cerebral
геймплей
control
неоправданно.
due to the torturous mantra of movie dialogue results in a searing flash of pain and then unconsciousness. In effect,
Усложнен.
it is similar to a temporary orally induced lobotomy. Victims are soon rendered unconscious for several hours. When they awaken, they will remember nothing of how they came to be unconscious, if they are extremely lucky. I shall demonstrate on my most eager volunteer. You will please to pay attention. Address the subject in this manner. Please to notice the location of my hand as I begin the narcotic chant of cinematic morphine.
He mutters something thankfully unintelligible into the ear of the volunteer.
Oh, thank you, sir. Maybe you can fetch me up with your sister. I kept all about the whole night. Oh, we're gonna have margaritas together. Oh, the two of us get we have fun. Oh, get a hubba hubba going in the wee. And I just like that. We
So, as you can see, it is very effective. If you can apply a proper grip to the neck, it will disable 9 out of 10 neck-bearing species. This completes our program. Thank you.
Я, короче, тупо не хватит. Да, ну не знаю. Я просто в остальной части не играл, может, здесь для фанатов и сюжет плохой. А меня нормально, я особо-то первый раз вижу эту серию. Другое дело, что не обладая, не знаю, супертерпением и прочее, нестандартным, причем явно не в хорошем смысле мышления, не увидишь этого ничего. Что реально бредово. Я не говорю, ну это квест, понятное дело, тут не должно так быть, чтобы тебя прям супер уже за руку ведут там, я не знаю, и показывают, как все решить. Все просто, ну блин, тут просто нелогично тебя бросают куда-то, ничего не понимаешь, что тебе дальше делать. И просто потом, совершая какие-то неочевидные действия, ты идешь дальше. Вот как раз в этот момент уже и появляется, где, ну, действительно можно подумать, что-то применить, хотя бы ты понимаешь в теории-то. Так.
It's soft. It's soft. It wouldn't be. Hey. Don't.
Хорошо, хоть не заблочил. Тупость просто во многих местах, вот даже это не проработано, встречается с персонажем и блочит. Ну тут-то можно разойтись, но до этого был один раз, что я с кем-то вот так сошелся и просто не разойтись. Все.
You summon the ability. It wouldn't be. You summon. It. It wouldn't be.
Вот сейчас зачем это я взял? К чему вот это вот ведет, что я подбираю какие-то предметы? Я просто уже, конечно, нагло смотрю. Потому что я, ну... Даже если люди, знающие за эту серию, говорят, что тут полный бред. Я просто не хочу время тратить. Это будет часами. Потом я, возможно, найду. Ну, найти-то найдешь. Это вот... Например, на ту же вот эту панель со всякими микросхемами. Там тоже, в принципе, варианты ты как хоть когда-то подберешь, но сколько, учитывая все как медленно. Просто огромная куча времени ты потратишь никуда. Это бред. Зачем я вот это подобрал, я не знаю. Если уж не хватает через какие-то действия, я не знаю, диалоги там и прочего, хотя бы намеков и ну, что-то такого, чтобы облегчило игроку жизнь, он вообще понимал, чего или для чего он делает. Хотя бы пусть герой был, вот он периодически сам с собой разговаривает, там, например, или думает что-то, хотя бы что-то он думал. Но герой тоже ничего не думает в нужный момент. Так. Ну, вот в той же игре, вот Керанди, например, там были сложные моменты, да и особенно в первой тупость, которую вот уже обсуждал, то, что вот искать камни эти. Но, блин, 90, я не знаю, 5% это все логично, все понимаешь просто. Подумать надо, но... Знаешь, что делать.
That wouldn't. You consider saying hi until you remember. I wonder why you don't worry about that for yourself. Magnum doesn't talk. He fancies himself to be like one of those Buckingham Palace types. Magnum doesn't. I really don't think that's a...
А, вот для чего. Типа заговорить его. И для этого нужно было узнать про эту расу, ввести код. А как я это должен был понять-то вообще? Может, конечно, тут супер перевод тут, я, ну, вижу, что очень часто какой-то бред написан, но, по-моему, не говорили прям про логику действий. Опа. Про второго он не подумал, очевидно. Теперь с монстром сидит вместе. Нифига там еды им дают. Вон там и мясо, арбузы. Что там всякое.
Mr. Wilco? Oh, the cushy life will be a vague memory after you are sent to one of the labor camps on Daventry 8.
That would be Dorf, the nearsighted and fairly clueless security chief.
Эй. Последняя кормежка.
It's a hovercraft for transporting replicated food.
Эй, а когда меня кормить-то перевод? Понятно, с тележкой.
This is some very fine food, whatever it is. I'm sure you'll find it quite to your liking. Heck, it's probably better than what they feed you janitors. Live it up! Oh, that darn light needs to be amplified. I need to contact maintenance.
In desperation, you... Unfortunately, there are several... What was that supposed... You get fingered. In this galaxy. In this nothing happened. In this In this nothing happens. Boy, wouldn't it be as cool as it would be to interfere. That's an... Nothing. Careful. In this... Nothing.
Слепи, не слепи.
Now it has some cool ears.
Отлично.
Careful. Nothing. Nothing. The rack of a rat adds a nice touch. An interest. Careful. Combine. Careful. A touchment of that adds something more to your work in progress. Nothing happens. See, how creative. That's a nice touch. In this galaxy. Nice. Nice.
Halt. Oh, it's me.
Nice.
Так-то прикольно ведь задумка. Пончик он всегда дает.
Oh, I see you have a visitor. I'll leave you two alone, but you know the rules.
Там слева кто-то появился, я мельком увидел.
Yikes, it's a good thing Dorf's so vain about wearing his prescribed much thicker glasses. That was too close. I nearly dampened an undergarment.
Опа. Действительно, там монстр.
Enjoy. I'll be back to pick up the
Слева.
cart. With the force field on, I trust you won't be going anywhere. I have some matters to attend to now.
Nice work. Sometimes you actually surprise me.
Теперь понятно, что нужно что-то с пончиком сделать, который ест этот охранник. Ну, это просто уже так более очевидно, уже, как я говорю, какие-то последовательность действий. А раз ему все-таки сюда надо, сюда он лезет, значит, нужно этих ликвидировать, вон он их ест.
Good thinking.
Нормально накрыло парня. Так, ну теперь-то этого не составит труда.
Ooh, boy, I got you with my fingers in your Kurt Russell. Now you can't get away. I got you now that you've got a hard to believe this is a real job. Oh, my God. So how come you're not going down? I got you with your mumble jumbo and your hubba chubba. Ooh, boy, if I only could, I would. Jeez, why don't you step outside, pal? I got you with this. And, I think I broke a fingernail here.
Smooth move. You've got his keyring. Boy, wouldn't it... That's an interesting idea. Boy,
Чего это ключи, я думал? Хотя странные ключи для двери.
It's a key with a... The shuttle's alarm is now deactivated. No amount of brute strength can pry these doors apart, even if you had some.
Ну тут две кнопки получается, я смотрю. Я думал, что ключ. Как бывает в фильмах, там какие-то двери там открывает один ключ, там второй с двух сторон одновременно. С кем я откроет? Хотя тут ключ-то этот не для этого. Теперь понятно, для чего нужна рука. Вот я бы сейчас только бы потом догадался до этого. Через фиг знает сколько. А чтобы руку получить, нужно вот с тем чуваком поговорить. В одной из кучи комнат. Опять же. Так, какой из них?
This refueling. Instead of F8, this post used to have a picture of a large cartoon mouse, but Starcon removed it after being threatened with legal action by the same company that lost its shirt on Andromeda Disney, the first amusement park on Andromeda. This support is labeled F9 so that entities can easily find where they park their shuttles, pods, runabouts, and the deep ship.
Так, а ну-ка, если еще раз тыкнуть.
The shuttle's alarm is now activated.
Блин, так, стоп, включено, не надо. Я просто хотел посмотреть, какой из них.
The shuttle's alarm. If you were aiming for the shuttle hatch, you missed. But if you just wanted to inspect the hull of the shuttle for microfractures and embedded particulate matter, you were incredibly successful. If you were but if you just wanted... This is the hatch leading into the Starcon shuttle.
Ну, люк. Я еще должен пиксель-хантингом, чтобы на люк нажать именно. Наверное, он так залезет. Так. Баллон.
The emergency oxygen tank is not removable, nor can you activate it by hand. It's patched directly into the shuttle door sound effects matrix.
Это звуковых эффектов двери.
You're not that thirsty. Gee, you finally decide to do some janitoring. Great timing. Gee, you You've got way too much to do to...
Че, это дверь?
This compartment contains the Devallium crystal subprocessor. This compartment contains... Don't screw... You... Don't... That would... That's... It feels... The shuttle feels The shuttle always looks trashed like this when it gets back from one of those intergalactic... This is the shuttle cockpit. You sit here. You will be smart. You will make it go. You will make things work.
Так. Полетели. Опа.
It's a tube of Elmo's Gluzol.
И что это и зачем оно мне?
It's the pump you retrieved from the shuttle trunk. It reminds you of one of those hand pumps you use. It's the most indispensable item in the...
Лента, блин.
Careful. In this... Nothing... Nothing... Careful. 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 Nothing. Careful.
Так.
Nothing. Nothing. Careful. Nothing. Careful. Nothing.
Так, очевидно, тут ничего не надо.
The power is not current. The power is not currently on.
Фильмы, игры.
Don't. You'll distort the op. Don't pick at. The power is not currently on. That wouldn't prove.
Well, I guess this is... Well, I guess...
Повар.
That's delight.
Well, I... Well, I guess...
Че? Уил танк. Вазан. Какой вазан? Что это? Меню кино не вставлено. Меню игры. Ну-ка. Скучные ребята.
Don't pick. That's delightfully non-helpful. It wouldn't be prudent to do that. You summon the ability. That's You leave a...
Еще непонятно.
Boy, it would appear that it probably excellent. It probably
Так. Да уж точно. Что тут можно намазать?
You've got way too much to do to...
Выглядит как какие-то отсеки, которые можно открыть. А здесь вообще понятно. А, нет. Или тут много. Две вмятины.
It feels slightly gritty.
Че? Что это вообще? Сделай.
It feels like... It's the recall notice. It's the re... It's the re... It's the... It's the... It's the re... It's the re... It's the... It's the re... It feels... It feels like... It...
Ну как мне это забрать?
It feels like... It feels... It's the...
Он не читает, либо озвучил, что это такое-то. А, он подобрал, походу. Памятка. Это вроде бумага. Запомни. Ну-ка.
It's the recall. It reads, Dear Ham Shuttle Owner, it has come to our attention that there is a minor misprint in the owner's manual for the 1000 series of shuttles. Until a new manual can be acquired, please disregard page 73, paragraph 4 of that manual.
Так, место написано, как известно, любому... Не присоединяйте кабель X к консоли в полярной плате. Как известно, любому... Кабель к разъему. Че?
It would appear... That's an... It would appear... Excellent. Boy, you might... Excellent.
Так, ладно. Фейно, тут нужно что-то...
You leave a... Don't... That wouldn't... You leave... That's It wouldn't be...
О, опять начинается. И вот где я должен эту информацию? Лозанна. Где вот про Лозанну тут было? Может, в этой штуке?
Sorry, you can't bring up the data coder at this...
А, это же не в этой был, это там, где вот он телепортировался в этих фигуринах. Но делать мне ничего не пойду до них. Если там есть что-то, что такое Лозанна, это планета или что это? Так, ладно, проще посмотрим, если хочу. Либо тут что-то нафигачили не то, либо я не знаю. Ну, ладно, если не используется, то неправильно.
It wouldn't be... You leave a...
Ясно, 50 раз поштыкать.
That wouldn't prove full... You leave a... You leave a... Don't...
Я просто не понимаю, что там второе, ну блин.
You
Не
leave a...
написано так.
You leave...
Кислород, это оксиген, или как вот? Золото, понятно.
You leave...
Ну, остальное я пробую, я просто не знаю, это написано сульфур какой-то. Что это? А, я еще каталист какой-то не указал. Не увидел. Ну-ка. Готов к санированию сетчатки. Куда совать?
Let's see if this sucker works.
Что за штурмовики? Да, не стреляют.
Hey, here's your fish!
Штурмпупер. Чем они вдруг друга стреляют? Орудие на войну, да, понятно. Штурмовики же обычно попасть ни в кого не могут, одного там попали. Своего, правда.
Janitor Wilco, what are you doing? You have no authorization to take that shuttle. To make matters worse, you have launched into the middle of a super double reverse anti-anomaly. You will turn that ship around immediately and head back to the shuttle bay. Do you understand, Wilco?
Bite me, Commander.
What was that last transmission, Wilco?
We're having a little problem with the signal, sir. I mean, with all due respect, sir, I did plead with you not to leave Stellar behind. Sir, I sense that something's just not right with that community. I don't believe Stellar is dead, and I just can't leave her there. I'm going to do this, sir, regardless of the consequences. Stellar saved my life not once, but twice. I owe her.
Well, that was her own stupid mistake. I demand that you return at once, Wilco. If you do so and surrender now, your record will be taken into consideration during your disciplinary hearing.
Oh, that'll help you loads.
I'm sorry, sir, but I just can't. I have to do this.
Wilco, you fool!
Just then, the shuttle is sucked into the anti-anomaly. Communication with the deep ship has been disrupted.
Так, отойду ненадолго. Здравствуй, он. Да я отходил.
This is the shot. This is the... It appears... That's... The power is...
Swell. There's not enough power to restart the engines.
Sir, I am unable to access the navigational computer. I am guessing that it may have overloaded just as the divalium crystal somehow went offline. Once repairs have been made and the shuttle engines have been refired, I believe I can follow the deep ship's ion trail back to Delta Berxilon 5.
That would be quite cool, Manuel. You sure about that?
Once the divalium crystal has been repaired, our electrical system reestablished, and the engines fired, I am 97.2% certain.
Why only 97.2%?
I judged 97.2% to sound more hip to our audience than would 100. You would have to mention it.
Sorry.
Don't apologize to me. It's the players you ruined it for.
Накопилось уже много. И там много накопилось. Разгребать. Не знаю, сколько времени придется.
Being of holographic origin, Manuel is not impressed with your efforts to make physical contact with him. It is very unfulfilling.
Sir, we are unable to proceed with the divalium crystal offline. A lack of power to restart the engines and with a potential engine blockage.
Don't you...
Ну и что,
Don't
энергии
touch
же
that.
нет.
The power
Чем
is...
надо от меня?
The power is not currently...
Эй, куда?
I am here to serve you, sir.
Don't pick... You pull the handle and hear something release on the outside of the shuttle. The hood is already open. The trunk is already open. The emergency oxygen tank is not removable, nor can you activate it by hand. It's patched directly into the shuttle door sound effects matrix. Despite the tremendous... You pinch yourself to make sure this isn't all a bad dream.
Да, я и говорю, много еще всего. Надо и в это поиграть.
It feels nice. It feels nice.
Так ты зачем обратно? Обратно зачем? Моторейсер, мотокросс. Да, интересно посмотреть. Я в какой-то играл на мотоцикловой гонке давно. Че он не берет?
It feels nice. It feels nice. It feels Wow. Crystal seems to have broken. I swear it wasn't me.
Now we're in
Будем
deep.
надеяться, что веселое.
Hey, I've gotten us this far, haven't I?
Yes, and what a wonderful place it is. How did I get hooked up in this deal? My agent's going to be hearing from me big time.
It feels nice. It feels nice.
Так, что тут?
Nothing happened. Boy, wouldn't it be cool?
It feels nice. It feels nice. It feels
Да
nice.
хорош.
It feels nice. It feels nice.
Какое-то силовое поле или что, я не пойму. Что он не берет?
It feels nice.
Шланг-те, что ли?
Excellent.
Так, и чего? Клеем. Наклеил. Скотчем заклеить.
It probably
Ну вот, Иван, ты хочешь еще добавлять? Да, добавляют, и выпадет не то, что ты ожидаешь.
It would appear that this spot.
Тут я уже вызвать не смогу. Это я помню, что батарейку можно взять. Тогда тыкал.
It would appear that merging those two items is not a...
Да там большинство известных есть списки-то. Planescape. Потом Arcanum. Baldur's Gate 2. Какой-то мод на Fallout глобальный. Короче, играть не переиграть.
You pour glue all over the crystal. You hold the glue-coated segment to the broken Devallium crystal for 10 seconds to set the glue.
Первый Кинсбаути я играл на стриме. Давно. Теперь, по идее, надо. А что это проводка торчит?
Someone must have been fixing the diagnostic relays.
Починить.
You know as much about fixing diagnostic... Loser.
Лузер. Здравствуй, Махалев.
As cool as it would be to interface these two items,
Надо твоя.
nothing. Careful.
Пилю долгострой у тебя прям будет.
The shuttle.
Что это такое? Да я рыбу эту вытащил.
It looks vaguely like your hiney after it's been chewed out by your boss. There's nothing to pump. There's nothing. It probably seemed like a good idea to you at one time.
Страдаешь или, ну, больно уж нелогично и непонятно, что делать.
It probably seemed like a good idea to you at one time.
Я периодически смотрю прохождение. Ну вот, сейчас смотрел, там уж больно. Непонятно. Что от меня хотят-то опять? Что это? Help.
It's the help sign from the shuttle's trunk.
Только немного. Тут слишком их, я бы сказал, много бесполезных хождений. На первом стриме я вообще не смотрел. В результате за 3 с лишним часа почти ничего не прошел. Потому что пока дойдешь до логичной цепочки выстроенной, всех оббегаешь, 50 раз натыкаешь. Опять же, пиксель-хантинг не очевидно в каких-то там местах, которые даже особо и не видишь на экране. Тыкнуть там предмет оказывается.
It's the help sign. You get fingerprints all over it. In this... Careful. Careful. In this... Careful. Nothing. Boy, wouldn't it be... As cool as it would be to interface these two items, no good would come of it.
Что ты подобрал? А, это провода или эти штуки.
Nothing. Careful. In the... Nothing.
Надо с плакатом вылезать.
That's an interesting...
Все проще. Там просто на прошлый стрим люди заходили, которые на эту серию играют. Сказали, что это самое нелогичное в плане вот прохождения.
Hello, sweetheart. You look like you could use a little assistance. Is there anything I can do?
Well, yes, there is.
Второй
Thanks for
проходилось,
stopping.
как раз больше всех зашло.
Well, you just name it, I guess.
It seems I've stalled my engines. Could you give me a jump? I have cables.
I'd jump you in a heartbeat, dollface. I guess you must have got caught up in that anti-anomaly. It can be a real pain in the... Well, anyway, let's get it done.
Well, here's your end of the cables.
I'll let you know when I'm all hooked up. Contact!
Эти символы были в бумажке. В этой. Ее нельзя положить, чтобы я читал. Приключения в космосе. Там на ней какая-то это... Ну-ка.
It's the recall notice for... It reads Dear Ham Shuttle...
Блин, это не то.
What was that?
Там на ней было уже эти... символы какие-то. Как мне еще-то раз их
It's the
посмотреть?
recall... It reads...
Я же не помню их.
It's the recall... It reads...
Там были вот эти вот, которые здесь символы, их можно было смотреть. Там что-то плюс-минус. Офигеть. Я так понял, это к чему-то нужно подсоединить, к чему не нужно там вот было. Я не помню эту картинку уже. Почему нельзя ее достать-то опять? Ну-ка.
Okay, Manual. We're all hooked up. Give it a try.
И я умер. А я когда сохранялся-то последний раз? Я-моя. А, не, у меня тут все есть, вроде. Да. Прикрепил, называется. Так, я эту вынул, нет? Да, то есть мне только выход в космос остался. Дойти в пень. Так. А тут-то не надо. Нет. Нет, нафиг я не буду на это время тратить. Я не знаю, как... Почему нельзя эту картинку опять посмотреть? На ней было, я тебе точно говорю, минус и плюс, куда этот подсоединять. Почему нельзя второй раз-то посмотреть? Ну-ка, стоп. А, нет. Я думал, может, он что-то другое достал. Но это то же самое.
It wouldn't be.
Слишком много комбинаций этого дела, чтобы пробовать бесцельно. Еще медленно, блин. Никак не пропустить.
Hello, sweetheart.
Well, it...
I...
Well...
I'll let you know. Contact.
As
Так, может, все-таки, ну-ка.
it's the recall notice for the owner. It reads.
Так. Вот. К концу кабеля или что? И тут типа там была ошибка в выпуске. К разъему W. Кабель к разъему. Что это, О или 0? А я к какому присоединил? Ну, тут есть. Тут либо вот это, но оно не выглядит, тут даже какой-то палки нет в середине. Ну и вообще как-то как понятный символ. Здесь больше похоже, но тут как-то криво. Ну-ка.
It's the recall. It reads.
Хотя... Если вот совсем маленькая эта штучка посередине, то вот это больше подходит. Просто тут как будто это прямая палка. Здесь-то совсем еще посередине. Это точно не подходит. Я-то думал под букву прямо. Здесь кружок с точкой, здесь обычно. Как О или 0. Ну, попробуем, короче, так.
Okay, Manuel. We're all hooked up. Give it a try.
Если получится, посмотрю. Получилось.
Bye-bye, Sugar Bunny. I gotta be running along.
Hey, thanks for stopping to help me.
Более похоже.
See ya.
Но я думал, там этот W. Опа. Мог бы и... Хотя, что он бы сделал? Да, чужой. Тут и штурмовики были вот сейчас, когда они взлетали из Звездных войн. Так, я, по-моему, тут накрутил. Не, ну здесь вот более логично, даже не пришлось смотреть прохождение. Я почему-то думал, что... Ну, там была картинка, когда вот только документ поднимаешь, там, по-моему, даже более наглядно указано. Не текстом, а вот как нарисовано. Куда подсоединять. Ну, хорошо, что вот можно прочитать там вот. Ну, и благо символов не так много, и тем более похожих уж. Это еще ладно. А вот был момент с вот этими фиговиной, вот здесь вот внутри. Вот это я вообще не понял. Я, конечно, пошарился там по комнате, там, когда его вот захватили, там, думал, может, в компах можно посмотреть, но ничего нет. Вот как я должен был догадаться, что вот, я не знаю, это, по-моему, правильно или неправильно, тут уже перемешано опять. То есть нужно все эти платы снять с вот этими мелкими фиговинками, вот эти еще переключатели сделать. Вот я вообще не понял этого. Откуда вот мне это брать, как это сделать, чтобы там вызвать этот шаттл? То есть ладно бы там было пару кнопочек, ты, конечно, случайную комбинацию когда-нибудь да сделаешь. Ну, блин. Тут я вот говорю, вот это вот все отдельно, это все снимается. Нужно все это правильно присоединить. Я даже сейчас не знаю, правильно я сделал или нет. Вот эти вот все фиговины переключать. Причем, чтобы они у каждой были правильно подобраны. Я вот этого не увидел. Где это взять? Так. Ладно, вроде починили. Что у меня есть еще? Шланг.
Boy, wouldn't it be...
Это не хочешь изолентой. Может, с этим поговорить?
Don't pick at it.
Good work, sir. I believe I can now follow the ion trail of Deep Ship 86 back to Delta Berxalon 5.
No.
I am here to...
Полетели. Я не помню, что я нажимал тогда. По-моему, тут еще ниже. Зачем мне тогда шланг сделал эту изоленту? Так, а это этот ведь. И вот бабка была, но это... А, тут дверь закрыта, что ли, везде? Погнали по очереди тогда. Тут хотя бы меньше мест куда.
Wow, a mad scientist working on a planet called Delta Berxalon. You wonder what he's doing here? Designing women, perhaps? Sorry? This lab table has a pleasingly round shape and a conveniently flat surface. The lab table is illuminated by a full-spectrum trithysonium bulb that simulates the naturally occurring light of a trinary star system. It looks like a typical tank of smegminium, a cheesy substance used in the manufacture of projectiles, thrusters, and pistons.
Shift.
It's just techie stuff. There is a Callahan Mahdi here. Seems you remember talking about those things to someone recently.
Mr. Wilco, I would advise you to stay out of my personal belongings. I do not want to have to get physical with you. Mind you, I will if I have to. And don't think I can't take you.
Бритая женщина, да. Что-то ему не понравилось, что этот...
You're hesitant to touch. You're hesitant to...
Что это тут? Книжку, что ли, какую, или что он хочет взять?
You're hesitant...
Mr. Wilco.
Может, с ним поговорить надо, как с тем, который ДНК, где сканирование не разрешал, потом поговорил. Разрешил.
You have surprisingly little...
Hello, Doctor.
Janitor Wilco? What in blazes are you doing here?
Well, Doc, I got a distress call.
So why are you here?
Because I know it originated here. In fact, it was from Stellar Santiago.
You're out of your mind, Wilco. Now go away and leave me alone. I've got important work to do. Goodbye.
I know something's up here, Doc, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. You'll be sorry, pal.
Yes, whatever you say, Wilco. Just get out of my face.
А теперь можно у него тут забрать какая-то штучка. High-tech stuff.
You have no use for that, you silly little... You take possession of the Callahan Mahdi.
Моди Калахана.
You have no use... It feels... It feels...
Че, все что ли, одну какую-то фигуру?
You have no use...
Что такое-то хоть? А, это такая, что... Это, как у тех ребят было, которые его захватили там. Ну, типа как чип. Одному там, если неправильно сделать, отдать, и он там агрессивным становится персонажа. Мочит. Потом ему какой-то дефектную поменял, он там плясать начал. Как типа модель чип поведения, что ли, я так понял.
It's the Callahan Mahdi you scavenged from...
Что? Правда, Калахан, что за Калахан? Ладно, погнали дальше.
You press the Lab B button, but the Ascendo pad doesn't move. Apparently you need some sort of clearance to get to Lab B.
So it won't open. I didn't want to go to Lab B anyway.
Ну вот. Не надо, так вот сразу говорят, и нормально. Так, а тут-то все закрыто. Корабль, что ли, опять? Ну что же, если я этот чип ставлю, то чего же не будет? Больше предметов просто нет никаких. А, вот что тут. Куда-то полетел.
Sir, I believe I may be able to tap myself into the PTS and perform a limited set of functions.
PTS?
Yes, sir. PTS, the Photo Triangulation System. It was installed as a crude backup navigational device to the modern navigational computer system. It's what you see before you mount it in the middle view screen.
Так, хорошо, делай. Осталось 2 фотографии.
You summon the ability. Oh, real being of holo.
No.
I am here to...
As cool. Boy, that's an interesting. Excellent. Boy, that's an. As cool. As cool. Excellent. It would appear. It probably seemed like. That's an interesting idea.
Ну, тут есть какая-то щель. Ну, что я туда? Может, применить на
Nothing.
чё?
In this. Nothing. Nothing. In this.
Не, ну
In
отсюда
this.
я батарейку вынул, то есть я...
In this guy.
Хотя и зачем оно мне? Я сюда уже не смогу ничего.
Boy would.
Так.
That's. This is.
Просто иногда есть пиксель-хантинг такой, чуть промахнешься и все. Может, в эту щель.
As cool as it would. Excellent. As cool as. You leave. That wouldn't prove. This looks to be. Excellent guess.
Надо
It would appear.
тебе. Бери рыбу.
It would appear. Excellent.
Я не знаю, куда-то что-то
It probably.
применить.
It would
можно.
appear. Boy, wouldn't it be cool? Careful.
Так, не, больше у меня предметов нет, но это единственный новый предмет. И чего вот он?
It's the.
Ну-ка, может теперь тут чего? Нет, тут это заправка. Фототриангуляция. И тут что-то вот появляется. Что это
You
должно
summon the
делать?
ability.
Рот.
Hey, don't. This looks to be just. It's just another in the array of dis.
Один не свой. Так, ну-ка, сейчас я проверю. Когда я здесь включаю, не появляется ли какой-то мигающий кнопки? Да нет, вроде. Не видно, по крайней мере. Вроде все те же кнопки. О. Блин.
Excellent guess, Crest.
А чё тогда надо?
Boy, wouldn't it?
Выдвинул я эту штуку.
That's
А, собрал, я думал, туда положить что-то.
This is the photo taken with the
Фото.
You poke it. What? In this gap. Careful. Careful. Nothing. Careful. Nothing. 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 In this gap. In this gap.
Хорошо, допустим.
As cool as it would be.
Осталась одна фотография.
As cool as it. Boy, would. Excellent. In this galaxy. In this. Careful. Nothing. Careful.
Ну, понятно.
Careful.
Но это же пустые, как бы, штуки тут же нет. О, чё? Не понял.
You peel apart the photo and negative from your first PTS image.
Так. До этого это вроде не работало.
This is the second. It's the first positive image from the PTS.
Последний, первый.
In this gap. Nothing. In this gap. Nothing. Careful.
Так, ну между собой.
In this gap. Careful. Nothing. In this galaxy.
Может, теперь нужно их сначала в одну?
It probably.
Нет.
It would appear as cool as.
Так.
It probably. Boy, wouldn't.
Ну, это для карты программ. О. Так.
That's an excellent guess. As cool.
Что дальше-то?
It would appear.
Приклеил я, допустим. Так. Я же вроде так пытался сделать.
It would appear.
Еще опять этот.
It probably seemed like a.
Нет, так не работает.
What can be.
А что нужно-то? Это не то.
That wouldn't.
Запуск не осуществился. А, то есть что-то еще правильно нужно. Так, а если этот сначала? Нет, он... Ну, вариантов, короче, немного, я так понял.
You might want to fire up the sucker. You might.
Так, стоп.
You get.
А как я же только что прикрепил?
You might want to. You might want to fire up the sucker before you try that. You might want to fire... This...
Убрать кнопку сначала надо. Так, ну-ка.
You might want...
Нет, так он прикрепляет.
You might want...
Чё, опять-то хоть?
This but...
Так. Я пробовал, по-моему... Нет, наоборот, я прикреплял. А что теперь, если... Так. Неправильно. Ну, тут я, как говорю, комбинация немного. Если это, конечно, правильно, что я делаю.
You might...
Нет, не буду подсказку смотреть. Так, что? Так. Все такие две одинаковые штуки. Но это вряд ли.
It probably seemed like a good...
Да, они не совмещаются. Тем более вот так не совмещаются. О.
The PTS is online and working. We can now launch to polysorbate.
Неплохо. А зачем я тогда сделал вторые эти? Просто запутаться. Так, полисорбат он сказал. А что они в космосе-то? Они ж прилетели. Так-то.
What may I do for you, sir? Step over to the transport center and I will beam you down to the surface of polysorbate.
Manual tosses you a transport signaler.
You can only use this from the place I beam you to.
Опять эта планета. Здесь хоть его нормально телепортировали. А не в этот. Не в асфальт.
Run along, I'm a...
Так, этого я уже покупал бутыль тогда. Давай, погнали.
Go ahead and look around, partner. I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have about my fine line of merchandise. Careful, boy. You...
Так, а чё у них
sure
это?
Don't touch.
А зачем мне это надо?
That's delightful. Don't touch that. We don't know where you...
Может, ему рыбу отдать?
It would appear that merging the...
Нет, не
Excellent.
хочет.
Hello there, Mr. Blatz. I think I have something you might be interested in.
Think so, hey?
Oh, I really think you'll find it interesting.
Ooh! Why, I'd love to take that off your hands. Of course, you realize that it's illegal to sell those, but I could trade you for something. Look around and see what interests you.
I could really use a cyberspace jack.
Tell you what, I'll trade you for one of those fine specimens in the case. What do you say?
No, I want the jack or it's no deal.
Oh, now take it easy, Sonny. I think we can do business.
I'm glad you see it my way.
А, вроде сказал, костюм.
It's been a pleasure. Take care, Fester.
Че, это
I gotta
шлем,
fly.
что ли, или? Да. Каска какая-то. И зачем она мне? А, нет.
That's the cyberspace jack.
Рычаг киберпространства. Так, ладно. Что еще тут поделать можно? А, к этим вернуться в отель. Этих двоих тут больше теперь нет уже. Так, а что это такое?
That's delightfully non-helpful. Nice play.
Оторвать-то можно,
It
да?
wouldn't...
Давай я тебе заклею, ты мне что-нибудь.
It would appear... I'm sure he'd like that, but you'd better hang on to what you've got.
А. Так, стоп, я с ним просто поговорить
He
хотел.
seems to be
Игнорирует. Понятно. Значит, номер снять у нее нельзя.
It would... Boy, would...
Шланг нужен.
Boy... That's an...
Так, ладно, больше у него, видимо, ничего с ним нет взаимодействия. Что-то еще было. Один клуб, который этот разнес. Терминатор. По-моему, куда-то еще можно. А, тут автоматы. Все тут уже закрыто.
Seems the
Заколотили.
Endrodroid's last visit has caused a permanent change of hours for this establishment. Like none.
Так. В целом тут вроде ничего нового нет, никого. Этот пропал, у которого я выиграл. Вроде все, тут больше не с кем взаимодействовать. Так.
Your whimper is my command, sir.
Я могу на себе сейчас.
It probably seemed like a good idea.
Не получается. Ну, остается только... Что у нас тут? А, тут даже... Ну, все равно единственный выбор, куда до этого-то я в пространстве болтался, поэтому думаю, что, собственно, на теоретической ерунде все работает, кроме русификата так и не смог. Наверное, можно как-то извернуть. Ну, наверное, можно. Так, блин, нельзя пропустить. Чего тебе обидно? Ты там говоришь, что ты поленился, и тебе обидно за то, что ты поленился, или что? Так не ленись. Возьми да сделай. И не будет обидно. Все же легко решаемо. Так, вот тут что-то ничего не остается. В этих лабораториях был доктор, в нижних меня не пускает. Надо посмотреть, может теперь можно.
You press the lab B button.
Нет.
So it won't...
А чё не хочешь?
It would appear...
А, я тут же не нахожусь, я понял. Так, мужик опять тут.
You know, he's a bit ticked at you. I'd leave him alone unless...
Возражаешь.
You're not sure whether... You consider...
Что у него? Может, тут опять что-то можно утащить? Нажал кнопку, заработала. Блин. А, мучится, ну как же. Как же без получится-то? Так, надо к нему компьютер
There are no
залезть.
controls on this monitor. It operates with an optical retinal feedback FT, which allows it to constantly monitor your eyes and adjust itself automatically for contrast, brightness, hue, tint, and convergence. And it's got works in a drawer for easy on-site service.
Короче, мне работает этот монитор напрямую. А, киберджек. Я вот и взял киберджек, кстати, этот. Купил мужика-то.
It wouldn't...
Так. Че такое? Все расчетные функции выполнены благодаря ля-ля-ля. Спасибо за терпение, что...
These aren't online yet. Apparently budget isn't a big concern here.
Все кнопки поиска выключены, вплоть до собора. Пожалуйтесь местному депутату.
Ah, who wants to look at boring old research records? Try something else.
No.
After a click of the screen button, Plotigy begins to painfully, slowly fill the screen. Oh, screw it. Even you don't have the time or patience for this.
Ставьте киберпространственный джек. Вставляю. Опа. Улетел. Киберпространство.
Whoops.
Guess you're about to find out if there's cyber gravity. Apparently it does exist. As you plummet to your cyber death, you are confronted by a variant of an age-old question. If you fall and hit the ground within cyberspace, and no one is there to hear it, will you make an audible splat? Yep. Smooth move.
Блин, я думал, он туда не пойдет, он взял, пошел. Сранец.
That's an... It's a touch...
Взял и пошел. Упал. Что-то как-то медленно, больно шагает тут. Куда я иду вообще? Штука на дороге лежала с табличкой. Не знаю, просто надпись какая-то. Я надеюсь. А если не, просто придется потом вернуться подобрать. Ё-моё, долго еще идти. Ага, то он так обошел. Офис. Что это за стройка здесь? Кто-то скребется, походу. Тряпка.
That wouldn't prove.
В смысле, бери тряпку, тебе говорят, пригодится.
There's nothing you can do now. There's nothing you can do now. It's as useful.
Ведро бери.
Bet you can't fit that? Guess I was wrong. It does fit. There must be plenty of spare room in there.
Доску подобрал.
That would... Oh, mama! I'm guessing one too many burritos for the last guy in here. Oh, mama! I'm It's been sitting. It's out of commission. Fresh out of... This seems to be the contractor's office for the...
Опа.
Don't touch that. We don't... But he might fall apart, and the smell really isn't worth the cool visual, believe me. It looks like some poor slob actually waited for his number to be called and died for his troubles. That, boys and girls, is Sis Innie. She runs things around here like an iron maiden, with the firmness of titanium BVDs, with the control of a steel belt-reinforced brassiere.
Next.
А, наверное, сюда и как-то, чтобы меня подняли. О, или вот такой, наверное, поймать. Чё? Нож, что ли, лежит? А, отвертка. Чё, тут нечего покрутить в чем-то. Разобрать. Нет. Отлично. Fatal error. Выскочил. Так, ладно. В принципе, по времени уже и так крайне поздно. Рано вставать. Потом допройду, наверное. Не знаю, долго-недолго еще осталось. Посмотрим. Были бы загадки и последовательность действий логичная, так-то вполне нормально идет. Так, все тогда на сегодня. Спасибо, что смотрели. Всем пока.